TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. We're bringing it to you live.
Well, Grant, we're still very early into this
season, with many teams trying to find their footing and establish some chemistry here.
Yeah, BA, that's what the early season really is all about. I mean, players getting used to one another, as well as coaching staffs, too. Just trying to figure out which lineups work best.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. They've got Joel Embiid, and it's Love in at the 3, small forward.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And that one's good. Pickett.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Sharp, no good. Here's Pickett. Robinson defending. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here.
New Orleans ball.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Pickett passes to Love. Now here's Embiid. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Robinson. Up top, Grant. To the middle. Here's Sharp. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Going to work inside. Sharp using that touch and nimbleness to get it done.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Pickett. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Pickett's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Sharp. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Here's Robinson, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Free throw good, Robinson. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Hawkins. 9 points in his last outing. Here's Pickett. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Boy, the offensive instincts of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really something to see.
Yeah, an incredible instinctual scorer and just a knack for making things happen offensively, whether that means him scoring or setting up others. This guy is an elite offensive player.
Walker covering. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Good pass from the 2-guard Sharp, solid at finding his open man.
Here's Pickett. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
Foul. Robert. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Embiid, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pickett. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Here's Robinson, and it's Portland scoring again.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pickett passes to Love. Pass to Pickett over Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Pickett's got 6 points.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Walker. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Such an improved part of SGA's game. Love his passing skills.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Pickett. He has 6. And it's off from 3-point range. Robinson finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Sharp. Pass to Walker. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Grant. And let's have a look at the current NBA scoring leaders. And the Pelicans with possession here. 9-point game. Here's Pickett. And the Pelicans miss again. The Trailblazers have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. And the jam by Walker.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. VanVleet finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Sharp. Robinson, a screen on Love. Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Missing. Here are the Blazers with the ball. 13-point lead. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
And the Pelicans call time here. Looking now at some numbers for him.
Over the past 5 games, his assist totals have been slipping. He and his teammates just don't seem to be clicking right now. Hopefully that's something he can correct tonight.
Here's Hawkins. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Love. Embiid from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Love with a 9-footer. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Sharp still trying to find some comfort and familiarity at the free throw line. Sometimes it takes some young guys longer.
Daniels is checked in for Pickett. Good on the second one. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Out to the right wing. Hawkins, the pass to Embiid. Here's Hawkins. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Daniels. Up top, Embiid. Robinson defending. Offline with a 3. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Sharp passes to Van Vliet. For 3, Robinson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Robinson's got 16 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Daniels passes to Love. Embiid with it. Robinson defending. To the middle. Here's Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the passing has only gotten better from Embiid. It adds a huge element to his game.
It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Robinson. Here's Sharp, covered by Love. Sharp passes to Van Vliet. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires in the triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Baisley, he's checked in for Portland.
You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Merrill passes to Embiid. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 5.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Parries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Garrett. Here's Merrill on the wing. Daniels. Here's Merrill. Back to Daniels. 4 on the clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Screen by Robinson. Baisley. Robinson. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Robinson's got 18.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Back to Stewart. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Robinson. No good, off the back of the rim.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Now here's Van Vliet. Baisley outside. Screen by Robinson. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Misses, and you know he wants that one back. Here's Garrett. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Garrett with a bucket.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Robinson, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And you make the most of second chance opportunities, and you're in there and active, boy, that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Shaedon Sharpe out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Duncan in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Monk passes to Gilgeous-Alexander from outside, off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Monk passes to Duncan, picked up by Baisley. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pelicans cleared away.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
On the wing, Daniels. Here's Pickett. On target from range. Pickett's got 9.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, DeAndre Ayton has big goals. He said, quote, "I want to be the best young two-way player in the league, controlling the game even if I'm not scoring the ball. Being everywhere, creating shots, rolling, blocking shots, just being in the paint, loud, communicating. That's my type of basketball."
He's got all the tools, Allie. Thanks for that. Good stuff there. It's tipped. Baisley outside. Here's Sharpe. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duncan. He's covered by Ayton. Here's Sharpe. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in.
Team foul. Now the lineup for your Trailblazer. Number 18, Fred Van Vliet.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Down low. A nice shot by Duncan. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
Here's Pickett, guarded by Van Vliet. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Pickett's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Pass to Van Vliet. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And so it's Ayton with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pickett passes to Ayton with the drive, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big he can get off of that screen so easily.
Here's Sharp. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. New Orleans has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a finish by Ayton, using those long arms to snatch that pass up high.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. Outside Monk. 3-pointer. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Garrett. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's the pick. Here's Sharp. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Stewart. Over to the wing. Here's Pickett. He's got 11. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Trailblazers, 4th.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
And Portland has possession. They led the game at one point by 20. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And the growth of Jeremy Grant since he came into the league, Britt, is pretty remarkable.
Pretty good for a former second-round pick, an athletic guy that fell under the title of a project player, but in Detroit took a larger role on, and I think being able to produce at that level, BA, has given him the confidence to continue to grow in this game.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Puts up a 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Robinson's got 23.
A great pass on a pure talent level. Sharp is top tier.
Here's Pickett. 11 points in the game. Pass to Embiid. Here's Pickett. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 10-footer finds the target. Pickett's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Pelicans cleared away. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. The shot's good. Embiid's got 7.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Sharp. Screen by Robinson for 3. Sharp. That one's good. He's got 13.
At the arc, Sharp just going for it there. He's trusting in his ability.
Hawkins, the pass to Love. Pass to Pickett. Embiid, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pickett. Robinson with the block. Grant outside. And here's Monk. Robinson in the post. A quick shot there. It's off target. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. There's a screen. Here's Pickett. The 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 17-point game. Robinson gets the bucket here. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season. For the Trailblazers, Matthews comes in for Sharp, and it's Kennard in for Monk. And a change for the Pelicans. Daniels is checked in. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Robinson. Embiid misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Robinson. And to the right side. Hawkins, the pass to Embiid.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
For the Trailblazers, Walker, he's checked in for Matthews, and it's Sharp in for Kennard. Outside Love. To the wing, right side. Hawkins sends it home from three-point land. Hawkins has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Sharp. Tries again. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you played, Grant?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
Daniels, that one's true.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Sharp. Another one falls for Portland.
That's a spot where if Sharp can remain consistent, he can add another level of scoring to his game.
To the wing on the left. Embiid passes to Hawkins. Here's Daniels. 1:19 left in the first half of this one. Right side Love. Pass to Daniels. 5 to shoot. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:07 left in the second period. Embiid a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. Pass to Love. Walker pulls down the board. Portland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. And a big finish by Robinson.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Daniels passes to Hawkins. Outside Love. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Love. Over Grant. Walker pulls down the board. Portland has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Here's Hawkins. And the shot's good. Hawkins has got 5.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
And so it's Portland sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Call off the Dogs. They've been completely dominant. We're headed for a blowout. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
And taking a look at the Trailblazers, they've started this season on the right foot.
something we kind of expected, given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Portland Trail Blazers.
The shot selection is working in their favor, just keeping within the offense, finding looks they know they can make.
And as the lead was building, they stayed focused, preventing the big comeback. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here are the Pelicans now. So for the Pelicans right now, they've got Joel Embiid. And it's Hawkins in at the 2 spot. Up top, Embiid. Here's Pickett. Embiid with it. And that one's good. Pickett, he's got 15.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Robinson. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
And Grant gets it to go.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
Pass to Embiid. Walker covering. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Robinson's. Grant, the pass to Walker. The shot, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Sharp passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Okay, good game plan to start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. They set a pick to the inside. And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Kings, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And here's Grant from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hawkins, the pass to Love. Pass to Embiid. Here's Hawkins. Back to Embiid. Walker with the steal. Grant, the pass to Robinson. He drops it from range. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range. Maybe
trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
New Orleans calls timeout. And a chance to see the rookie leaderboard in the steals department. Pass to Pickett. To the paint. To win the cold spell. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Buries it from 3.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor. And they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Trailblazers, right now 5th in the division, right in the middle. And check it out, New Orleans, 6.5 games back. New Orleans is gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Walker covering, and it's good for 2.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Just to make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Pickett. Uses the glass on the layup. Pickett's gotten 4 this quarter.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
Pelicans ball.
Outside Love. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took